But today, December 1st, 2023, I had an online virtual appearance. The audio wasn't going through, so I had to do a call in, and it was for family court because of a situation where my son went to court making claims that he felt threatened by me because I checked on him by calling his job while he was in a state. So now, here's my point. Before the courts go ahead, before you go ahead and you take a complaint from an adult who's alleging any type of an abuse, you need confirmation that it actually happened, because there are situations where the courts, because of allegations that were false, have torn families apart, that have destroyed families, that have caused severe trauma, and it was based on someone having an episode. And in my son's case, he recently just had another episode that was, well, I'm not going to get into it. It was another episode involving his mental health. So, he made a claim that I harassed him because I contacted his job. I mean, it's such a web of BS and crap. So it's in other words, it's a way for the courts to stay in business and to stay open. So, and it was really comical. It was sad, but what the judge recommended was something that I did initially when all these things started happening. And I got, you know what I got? I got poop on a stick back. I never got a phone call. I never got correspondence. Here's another situation. I have everything documented on how, here's a question. How long does it take to boil an egg? Simple question, right? Doesn't take long, right? How long does it take to help someone who's in crisis in a mental health? It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen unless they end up incarcerated, unless they end up institutionalized, unless they end up, unalived, unless they end up becoming involved in a crime, like where they do something irrational and someone is injured or killed, you know. So the courts, again, when an adult comes in to the court and makes an allegation that there's been some type of an abuse, you need to have proof. You need to have proof. You can't go to court on the assumption by what someone's saying, okay? See, now I had a situation, but that was another situation, but that was because I waited too long. But in a situation, a family dynamic, you need to have proof. So now what the courts do, and they do it repeatedly. And now the saddest part about this all is that my son has a history. And back in 2017, I tried to become his guardian. The woman from the court, the Dutchess County Mental Health, never got any of his information, never got any of his history, and they denied my claim. So, yeah, thank you for your suggestion, Judge. I appreciate your suggestion. Your suggestion is like walking around with poop on a stick, because your suggestion was never complied. I already did that. I wrote letters. I have a letter here. I'm going to tell you a story about this. Back in 2015, actually even further, way back. Anyway, I always tried to get him the help that he needed, and he was either past the age. Please, for families, stop disrupting people's lives with your nonsense. Like I was saying, years ago, write a letter to Chuck Schumer, first to the then governor Andrew. I get a letter back not long after from the mental health. Suggesting these places. That was great. Then a letter about a year later from Chuck Schumer on oh, the crisis of addictions and opioids and da 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 da. Again, how long does it take to make an egg? You have such a system that, yeah, here's a suggestion. Here's a suggestion. Please listen to what I'm saying. If a family member wants to become the guardian of someone who has apparent issues, proven issues, allow that person to become the guardian. But you know why you want to do that? Because the state has to be involved in order for the money to be made on that individual. Because an individual who has mental health issues and other stuff, they're not going to be beneficial to the courts unless they're incarcerated, right? So, stop screwing people's families' lives up with the incompetence. Thank you very much. On that note, have a great weekend and pray for Syria. Pray for Syria. And I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm anti-genocide. Have a good one, everybody. Stay hydrated. Do the right thing by people. The holidays are here. Everybody's starting to lose their mind. It's really not that deep. Online shopping is much easier. Bye.